Which celebrity would you most like to have on this podcast and why? And we have had no guests, obviously, so far. But one day we will.
We have room for another chair in this room. And I would love to bring someone in. Who would I bring? God, who would you bring?
Good question. Well, I think you would need to. So somebody told me once, I think it was Roz Weston from Kiss 92.5.
Oh, Roz, yeah.
Yeah, he said you want to get somebody at the beginning of their career or at the end of their career. Like on the up and on the down. You don't want to get them at their peak because when you get them at their peak, they don't say anything. They got to be careful. At the beginning, they're really excited. At the end, they've got all the great stories and they're willing to share. And I don't know, that stuck with me. He told me that like 15, 16 years ago.
That's a really good point.
And it stuck with me the entire, and he's right. He's absolutely right.
So who's on the up of their career? What hockey player would
right
you
now, like you'd think, like for instance, I'll give you an example. Jax interviewed some unknown kid named Dua Lipa when she was 16. She came into Kiss and she was already taller than both of us at that point.
Yeah.
Super nice person.
Yeah, she was a honey.
And you interviewed her and New Rules had literally just come out. And
she
it wasn't like
I think she was she was like early 20s and she was just like this kid from the UK.
Oh no, I think she was younger than early 20s.
She?
Yeah, I think she was 16, 17 years old. Like she was,
old,
they were pumping that for years before she really peaked.
She was a honey and
nice person,
like absolutely beautiful, and she was just brand new. That's true.
Yeah. So you know that was I remember that being a very good interview because
she was very open.
Yeah. But again, what's a 16 or 17-year-old have to tell you? You get somebody in their late 40s or something like that.
Yeah.
Then it's like I would love to, if we're talking about like this interview, because like in a different context, like there's a bunch of sports people on the sports shows that I do that I'd love to talk to. But I think somebody that I think would be really, really interesting if you could get them to talk is Christina Aguilera. And the reason I say that,
I did not expect that. Yeah.
I've been thinking about this and Christina's interesting because she was around during the, like for us, especially people of our age group, the late 1990s. Mm-hmm. So you're right in the middle of the boy band era.
Yeah.
And then she went right into like the Eminem and Limp Bizkit sort of rage era.
Yeah.
And then went and has gone all the way through to like the American Idol stuff. You think about all of the things. And then she did the, what was the X Factor or whatever it was called?
The Voice.
The Voice.
The Voice. Yeah.
Like I think if you're talking to somebody in entertainment who's quite literally seen it all, if you could get her to talk about it and actually be open about like, what was it like here? What was this person like? I think you could have like a crazy tell-all sort of interview if she was willing to do it.
Your answer is so much more deep than mine.
That just popped in my head.
I was just going to say, I would love to have Rihanna over.
She would be amazing. There's another one.
I would be like, Rihanna, hello, you are wonderful. And then I would probably get nervous and you would have to do most of the work. I just want to hang out with her. So my answer isn't even good. I just want to hang with Rihanna.
But she would have. She would have stories.
But
she's not going to talk though.
Not because she's just like, mouth shut because of her PR people. She just won't tell you. And I love that. That is incredible because she's done. She wants to raise her kids. She's minding her business. And I like that she plays hard to get because she has all the secrets.
To be clear, I'm not saying that either of these women are on the like downside of their career, but to say that they're ever going to be their mid-20s pop star peak. Rihanna released like 9 albums in 9 years. That's never going to happen again. Right? Like that. And that's fine. What I'm trying to say is like, they've made their money. So now that you've got the FU money, I want the FU answers.
And I want, they have the secrets is where they are in their career.
Yeah. And they've been to Imagine the Parties.
Christina Aguilera was on Call Her Daddy in 2023.
Christina Aguilera was on Call Her Daddy in 2023. Was it a good interview? Okay.
I feel like, and we never talk about how exquisite her voice is enough.
Oh, she's killer voice. Yeah. I'm not like some crazy Christina Aguilera fan either, but I think she'd have an unbelievable like war chest of stories.
Adam is an Xtina stan. Adam wants to bring the genie into the bottle.
Everybody had a crush on her.
She's incredible. Yeah, she's beautiful.
Okay, next question. What does Jax miss most about living in the East Coast versus living in Ontario? So basically, like when you moved here, what kind of...
The ocean.
The ocean?
The ocean. And also, so one of the biggest things I noticed right away is obviously Toronto is on Lake Ontario.
Yeah.
But the proximity to good swimming here, because Dartmouth is... if you don't know, the city of lakes, they call it. And like, you can, like, I grew up down the road from like, 2 lakes, and you could just go swimming anywhere, whether or not it was great water, but like there was lakes everywhere. So here you can go into Lake Ontario, but you never know.
You never know.
And also if you want to
Gotta
go,
put your water shoes on.
yeah, you gotta just really let go, let God into Lake Ontario. And also like if you want to go anywhere else, it's, 2 hours outside of the city.
And oftentimes it's a bunch of cottages and there's
Yeah.
very little like public space to go.
Yeah.
It's like certain lakes have
Yeah.
like a public beach or something.
I
but-
just want to swim. And also, sometimes people aren't looking to chat here as much. I miss that about the
You do
East
love a
Coast.
stop and chat with
I
a complete
love-
stranger,
and-
which
but-
is why those East Coast calls work so well.
But Toronto is way nicer than people, I think,
Give it credit
imagine.
for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Toronto
I
is
think
full of honeys.
people
yeah.
won't approach you here, but if you strike up a conversation about asking for directions or whatever else, they'll talk to you.
And also people are surprised, like people want to talk, especially after the pandemic. So
Yeah.
give them the opportunity to have a connection.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. Last one, your go-to karaoke song. Do you have one?
Mhm.
What is it?
I got asked to get off the stage to this song.
No,
in
really?
Prince George, British Columbia, because I was getting a bit too loud. It's Cher's Believe.
Oh my God. Are you serious?
Yeah, I was like really
Do you
drunk.
commit to it though?
Like so deep that they asked me to leave. Yeah. They wanted me off this. Like it's guttural, like it's,
Should get off the stage.
well, I was like very drunk and I was like, really, it was
Really
it was
into it.
Like kind of shrieking.
Yeah. Yeah.
What's your song?
Mine is The Gambler from Kenny Rogers. And, no one to hold him, no one to fold him. You need to get,
Oh yeah.
you need to get a song in karaoke that other people essentially will sing with you.
Yeah.
And like, it's a kind of like a stomp clap song. And then everybody will sing the chorus. So then, like, even if you're doing a terrible job, that everybody's in on it anyway. And it doesn't matter. And that's because I've seen people really go for it. Like I was dating a girl once and she thought she could do Axl Rose. And so she sang Sweet Child of Mine at
That is a big
at a
commitment.
company
That
event.
is a big commitment.
And I wanted to crawl under a fucking table. I was like, oh my God, that's, and I respect her for going for it, but it was bad. And there's just no way around it. It was super bad.
I love you. I've loved you for years and I've never seen you sing. And I would really like to.
I'm not very good.
I
very
would
good.
love to see you sing.
Okay, well,
Okay.
maybe we can do a karaoke night
All
one
right.
night. Last thing before we go, and I forgot to do this last week's episode, but we are going to do this every episode, okay? Thing that you recommend that people watch, podcast, movie, book, whatever it is. What are you into right now?
Okay. If you have not watched Adolescence yet,
Yep.
what it's the number one watch thing on
Yeah, I'm
Netflix
hearing a
right
lot
now.
about it. So what-
British. It is like it's four parts. You can watch it in a night. It's incredibly dark. I'll give you the heads up on that. It is one of the best things, both
It's about a young boy accused of murder, right?
accused of murder. And I won't say much about it besides it is one of the best things content wise I've seen in a very long time. And it's one of the best things cinematography wise I've seen ever.
Okay.
It is one of the best shots. It is unreal.
Really?
I just got chills. I
Okay.
watched it when it
It's
first came
about-
out. Yeah.
Just to give you just to give people enough background, it's about the effects of social media on young brains too.
It's and especially
the
young men.
indoctrinate-
Yeah.
The whole masculinity culture thing and the whole like, women are less than
Yeah.
and whatever, which is pervasive online.
Yeah.
And these kids, people, I don't think the parents know, they're getting exposed to that.
Yeah.
And
how it impacts families, how it
Yes.
impacts communities. Like I just hit the microphone. I'm
that
fired
good.
up, adamant. Like
Natalie was telling me about last night. She's like, we got to watch this. I'm like, okay.
You've got to watch it. It's so well done.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now I got one for you.
Okay.
And it's a little bit lighter.
Yeah. NHL.
No, it's called The Studio. And it is the Seth Rogen, Evan Goldberg. So Seth Rogen and Evan Goldberg, everything that Seth Rogen's done, he's written with Evan Goldberg. And it's about Seth Rogen becoming a studio head, like a movie studio head. And Catherine O'Hara's in it.
Oh.
And
Sold.
who we
Sold.
love. Oh my God. One of the guys from Mad TV who I've loved
Catherine Hahn's
forever.
in it
Ike
too.
Barinholtz is in it.
Bryan Cranston's in it?
Bryan Cranston's in it. Martin Scorsese is a big part of the first episode.
Why am I late on this?
It is because it just came out.
Oh.
It is so the first episode is about 40 minutes and it's about it, any first episode there's going to be a lot of setting up to do, but it's still really entertaining. The second episode is one of the best pieces of television I've ever seen because he's an executive and he's on set and he loves movies
Yeah.
and he can't shut up. And it's so, I'm going to leave it at that. It is so unbelievably good. Like it's crazy. And I'm like, I watched the second episode last night and it keeps running in my head again and again and again. You're going to love this show.
I like
Apple TV, check it out.
Are they sponsoring you? Because I'm I'm sold.
It
Jeez.
is so freaking good. It's unfair.
I trust you.
I can't believe people are this talented that they can write stuff like that. It's awesome.